Hey everybody, it's Julian or Flow Graphics here, and welcome to another episode of Flow Talks. I know straight away a lot of you are going to be just asking me why haven't I uploaded in a long time, and I'm about to tell you there's some reasons for that. But all I can say is, yeah, I'm still here, I haven't gone anywhere, and I'll continue to upload on this channel. I haven't forgotten about you at all. I just had some sort of stuff and just life in general get in the way. But I plan to take a little break over Christmas, over the holidays from YouTube anyway. And then basically after that break finished, I got back into work, and work was just taking up all my time. And I just had a lot of stuff in life that was just sort of, not really stressing me out, but just a lot of stuff in life that was making my mind really preoccupied. And I'm sure a lot of you can empathize especially when you're creating art and videos and things that you're quite passionate about. It's really hard to make them when your mind is sort of in a different place. If you're sick, or if you're not feeling too good, or if you just feel a bit down, or if you're just really focused on something else, it's really hard to actually, put in your effort and energy into, creating something, creative and new and something that you're passionate about, when you're in that sort of mindset. So yeah, I sort of had a bit of difficulty making videos and things over that period, and I actually did make some videos over that time anyway. I just wasn't really 100% proud of them, so I chose not to upload them. But here we go, back into it. Welcome to another Flow Talks. As you can see on the screen, making another one of these sort of abstract animal designs. So I ended up doing a full set of these designs, which ended up basically being my Christmas present to my family. So I actually made a whole set of these abstract sort of animal busts, and I made a different bust for each member of my family. I thought it was a cool thing to do. So yeah, if you actually wanted to know what all these designs are for, now you know that's what they were for. But yeah, actually, I really like this form of design. I'm sort of getting a little bit better at it. I wasn't too good at it to start with. I'm still not too great either, but I'm getting there. So one thing I want to just get off the bat straight away is I hit 60,000 subscribers, so that's amazing. Thank you so much. I've been really surprised on how quickly and rapidly the channel is growing, even when I haven't been uploading. And I know I'm sorry for that, but you guys have just been staying consistent, and I'm getting all these new people. And it's amazing. So like always, expect a 60k subscribers graphics pack. You know what I'm like, every single milestone I always upload graphics packs, and this the 60k is no exception. We'll have a graphics pack as well. So I'm going to spend a bit of time working on this because I really want it to be special. So if it's a little bit delayed, don't think that is a bad thing. It just means I'm going to make it better. So yeah, I'm working on that at the moment, and I'll try to put that out sometime soon. So get ready for that. But yeah, again, just thank you. My channel's been going, really good, and it's really comforting and really nice to hear all the amazing feedback from everyone, and all those nice things. It's really cool. So one thing I actually want to touch on today's video, and this is actually something I've been thinking about for a very long time. And this isn't something that I can just sort of get up and casually do. This sort of stuff takes a lot of planning, and a lot of work, but I thought it'd be good to actually gauge, all of you guys' actual opinions on this, because like many of you would know by now, I love to ask you guys random questions and tell you to type random things in the comments. So I would love some ideas and some opinions from all of you on a really important topic that directly relates to all of you and this channel. And this is, for a while now, and this is sort of a couple things merging together, but the main point, for a while now, I've been thinking about doing some sort of thing where if I was to rework my website, spend a lot of time basically creating a portion of my website which has graphics templates and personal tutorials, so like little blog posts and tips and tricks, just a whole big section of my website which is a whole bunch of just really in-depth, graphic design and art and related content that you just don't get anywhere else in the internet. And this is like premium content that I'll spend a lot of time working on, and every single week or every single month I'll be constantly pushing out more stuff. And the way this will work is maybe you just pay like a couple dollars a month, like a subscription or something, because obviously, it needs to be sustainable somehow, because I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into this. Like, this won't just be, this won't just be like me just making a crappy YouTube template once a month. This will be a lot of really, really useful things that's worth a lot more than what you'd be paying. So yeah, you just pay like a couple dollars a month or something, and then you get access to this portion of my website where you get a whole bunch of things that will just help you learn, templates, tutorials, so like blog posts and like little articles and things like that. And that can change. It can have a wide range of things. I haven't really set in stone exactly what that content would be, but I just thought it'd be good to ask all of you what your opinions on that, because you're my viewers, you're the people that make this possible for me to do, and you're going to be the ones consuming this type of content I'll be creating. So I thought it would be gauge what all of you guys think it's a good idea. If you yourself would actually be interested in that, you say, hey, yeah, I would 100% pay for that, and I'd love to get some content. Let me know. I'd really love to hear all of your opinions. If you think it's a bad idea, let me know. I would love to hear everyone's idea, everyone's opinions, no matter if they're good or bad or what they are. It's just good to hear all of your opinions, because I do take them to account. So yeah, that's just, and then as well as that, obviously, I've been sort of, a lot of you know already that I've been sort of toying over the idea of apparel and some other things as well. And then I would sort of maybe work that into it as well and some other things. Sorry. And I would, have almost like a big hub of content that I'll be creating and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, give me your general thoughts on that topic. I'd love to hear your feedback. But yeah, I'm just going to say it again. I'm sorry for not uploading. It's really not like, this isn't like a consistent thing. Like, don't expect for this to happen, all the time, where it will just be a gap. But yeah, I just really want you guys to empathize with me, where it's hard sometimes to, keep going with stuff like that when you're in a bit of a weird headspace. But yeah, that's all over now. And that sort of busy period of my life has calmed down a bit, which is really good. And I'm just gonna focus on making some awesome content for all of you guys and giving you all the stuff you deserve, because you've all been so supportive and so nice, and I feel like I'm letting you down if I don't constantly make some really high quality stuff that you all can learn from and benefit from. So yeah, I'm working on a bunch of different things to give you guys some ideas of some videos that I've got in the works. I wanted to do a Flow Talks, which I'll do sometime soon, which will basically be a tutorial as well as a Flow Talks. It will basically just be like a long form tutorial. So to give you a really brief idea, I'm currently in the works of creating like this a branding for a certain company, like a graphic design based sort of company. And what I'm going to do is actually record myself doing the bulk of that branding and logo design. So you can actually see me create a real world logo design that will be used in the real world from scratch. And then I'll turn that into like a 20-minute video where I'll be talking over the whole process and explaining exactly what I do. And I thought that could be way more beneficial than just a quick like 5-minute tutorial, where I'll have a bit more time to really go into some more depth and like the actual process of what I'm doing, as well as you're actually just seeing me do it. You're not just seeing me quickly make an example for a tutorial, you're actually seeing me make a logo and try my hardest and really do something that's going to be actually used. So hopefully that will be a really interesting video for you all. I think it'll be a really interesting video even just to watch over myself, to see my own process. It's really interesting sometimes when you actually look back on your own work and sort of view it from a third person perspective. It's pretty weird. But yeah, so I'm gonna be working on that. And another thing, I really enjoy making those sort of behind the scene Photoshop videos, and apparently some of you guys enjoy watching them as well. So yeah, I'm going to be working on a few more of them. I've got some little trips and some other things planned to go to some cool places where I'll shoot a couple of those videos. Because yeah, they're really, really fun to make. I love making them, and it's always nice sort of getting outdoors and being a bit more creative with the videos and going out and doing some cooler things like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed making them, and I've got some plans for some more. But yeah, one thing I will just say is, I am going to be focusing a lot on, sort of quality over quantity for my channel. Not saying at all that I'm going to upload, once a month or anything. I'll still upload consistently. But I don't want to push out. I'm the type of person where if I'm not proud of a video, I won't upload it. Like I said, I actually created probably about 3 different videos over the past month or so, but I just didn't end up uploading them because I wasn't really proud of them. And I knew I could do better. I didn't want to just make some quick little thing just to fill in the time, because you guys deserve better than that. You guys deserve a proper video. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. As for the sort of update, then you all know what's happening. As you can see on my screen, it's taken me a while to do this design. One thing I will say, if you ever try and do these sort of abstract, sort of low poly designs, a lot of people sort of assume that it's sort of easy or simplistic to do, or they might just be easier just because, you know, oh, it's only like a few shapes, it's low poly, you're doing less work. That's not at all how it works. Getting the forms and everything to look right is so hard. Like as you can see in this video, I spend ages re-going over shapes and things multiple times because it just doesn't look right. And it's really hard to get a nice, natural, smooth, sort of realistic form and, you know, accurately portray the animal or whatever you're trying to portray in just, you know, some triangles. It's actually really hard to do that sometimes. So the one thing I will say is if you try this this type of design, don't at all get disheartened by sort of trial and error. So like it just takes me, I actually pause the recording every so often so you don't see me, but sometimes I knew it happened a few times in this recording you're seeing right now as well, where I actually would pause it for like 20 minutes and just sit there for 20 minutes recreating a shape over and over, and it just didn't work, and I'm like, and then finally I got, you know, the shape or whatever I was doing to look right, and then I pressed play again. I'm like, alright, okay, that's done, and then I could keep going. But yeah, this type of stuff can take a lot of time to get it to look right, because it's actually quite hard to try and, like I said, accurately sort of portray the thing you're trying to portray in just some simplistic shapes, and to make it still look good, and as well as the lighting as well, the way you're shading these shapes and what colors you make them, depends a lot on how it's sort of perceived. So yeah, this style, and that's one of the reasons why I actually really like this style of design, because it concentrates on the form, and basically like the basics of graphic design. It concentrates on just form and color and aesthetic, rather than just like fidelity and just level of detail, which is pretty interesting. That's what I like. And then you can see me now, I'm just starting, I'm just about to start on the gradients, and that's the thing I think actually just makes these designs pop so much, is when you start adding gradients to the shapes. It just gives it a lot more depth and just makes it pop a lot more, and it looks really cool. So yeah, I loved making this design, and all the designs part of the set I really enjoyed making. So who knows, I might make some more sometime. Maybe I'll go into a bit more detail and make like a full art piece based around this type style of art, because it is pretty fun to make. And if you want an in-depth tutorial about these types of designs, be sure to let me know. I'd be happy to make one. I would say right now, if I was to make a tutorial on these types of designs, it would be a bit longer, because I want to explain it properly, because it's not a really straightforward process. There's a couple of things that can take a bit of time when you're doing this sort of thing. So yeah, I'll be happy to make a tutorial if you guys like that. So yeah, hopefully you can give me your feedback on the things I've said in this video, to do with the website and all that. That would be amazing if I could hear all of your opinions. But as always, everybody, it's been Julian or Flo here. I hope you have an amazing day. See you later.